Familiar Wilson's Media. Relationships are the story.
You are made of meat, my friend, all the way down.
The following podcast uses words like and also. If you're not into any of that shit, then now's your chance.
3, 2, 1.
Run.
Super familiar with Wilsons. Get it!
Welcome to Super Familiar with the Wilsons. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Josh. This is the podcast about marriage 2.0 with kids and all the side quests.
Josh, somebody has said to us that the way I've been grumping at you, it sounds like maybe we're on the way to 3.0. So I want to just let everybody know that I do love you. And even though I get on you because perimenopause has settled in and I have no patience for anything anymore ever again, I do love you.
This sounds like the video that an influencer has to release after some sort of controversy.
Hi.
Yes, well, Chicken Tom did mention to us that very thing, that he's like, wow, Amanda's getting, what did he say? Not
spicy?
Spicy. Amanda's getting really spicy. I will say this, though. I don't think that we're going to revisit this bit that we tried last week, sharing our beefs at each other.
Yes. First of all, I hate that turn of phrase.
What, beef?
Beef. It's just, it sounds like just, I don't like it.
Sounds dirty?
No, not dirty in like a dirty way, but just like a beef. Like it's dumb. Like where's the beef? Like it's not a thing. It's dumb. I don't like it.
Okay, so this is why we don't need to have a separate segment because stuff's just going to come out.
Listen, I am sitting here podcasting without pants on because though our air conditioner is set to 72, internally I'm about 104. I have been having full-blown hot flashes like for days. You know how it feels when you drink a lot of alcohol and then you start to sweat and feel like just bad?
Yeah.
That's how I feel, but without any of the fun of a buzz or anything like that. No alcohol, just all of the sweating and the heating from the inside. And our friend Jeff sent me a reel on Instagram yesterday and he just said, tell me you're in perimenopause without telling me you're in perimenopause. And it was just a woman who in the middle of doing a cooking video could not remember ketchup and mustard. And she kept saying custard and ketchup and custard. And she couldn't, like, it was her whole thought process of like, Matchup. Like she had to go to the refrigerator and pull it out. So yeah, that's a real thing, friends.
I guarantee you that there's going to be a product pretty soon that is called Metchup, that is ketchup mixed with mustard, because this is what people do now.
Yes.
Like, what is it? It's ketchup with mayonnaise, right? Is a thing?
Yes.
What's that called?
I don't know.
Okay, very good. Well done.
That could be matchup too.
Oh, it could, but it's not. It's got another name. And, I like ketchup and mustard on my hamburgers. It tastes good. Now, I don't know if it would taste good together. Didn't they do a thing once where it was peanut butter and jelly together?
In a jar, and it was like striped.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah. It was like Goobers or something was the brand.
But they didn't take care to mix it.
No.
I think that would be the fail.
It was like you used a piping bag and you did like a line of peanut butter and a line of jelly and just continue to do that around the jar. Remember when we were talking about perimenopause and now you've turned it about how you like certain condiments?
So I want you to notice that there are certain strategies. It's called diversionary tactics.
Why are you holding one of my crochet hooks? What are you going to do?
Because to keep me safe. Okay. That you have to develop as a husband of a small, cranky Irish woman. You have to develop these defense mechanisms. And one of them is look over there, which is what I just did, which worked until it
worked
didn't.
for like a little bit. And then I remembered that it was supposed to be about, you know what else I'm annoyed about? This is how we're going to start the show now. There are all these women's health services, right? Like, so you'll see on social media, like, MIDI Health is like a comprehensive women's health program, takes insurances and
Not
whatever.
A sponsor.
And I go and I'm like, oh, great. It's our insurance is on there and it's listed and it wants you to put, and it's specific to perimenopause and menopause. I'm like, this is great. They're going to understand me. And you put in your insurance card and it comes back, you're out of network. If this was a problem for men, it'd be free. You know that, right? Like, we would have solved it. Nobody would have hot flashes, and all of the care would be free.
Let me tell you something. I figured out that our healthcare system here in the United States, can't speak for anywhere else, but our healthcare system in the United States promises so much. Like buying a new phone, but then discovering that you have AT&T as your network.
Yes.
Dropped call here, dropped call
Dead
there.
zones there.
Yep, that's what it is.
I
That's
guess I
our
shouldn't
health
say
system.
dead in insurance, though.
No,
Health insurance.
no,
But,
no.
I mean, listen, we could get real dark real fast, but we did that last week, so I'm not going to.
So I do have a question for you. Who do you think the main character of this family is?
The freaking dog?
No, no, the dog is not.
Yes,
the main.
he is, because he controls everything that we do. You know that, right? Because right now we're having to stop recording every 3 minutes because he's making some sort of noise. He has centered himself solely in the middle of, at least when we podcast.
Okay.
Who do you think it is?
I don't know. I know that I'm not the main character of this family.
Okay.
That I know.
Are you sad about that?
I think that I prefer that. I don't like being the main character, particularly if it's like out of my control.
Okay.
I like kind of sitting in the background, observing and watching and pitching in or whatever,
Yeah.
but I don't mind doing this podcasting because like we're in control of this. And if something is said I don't like, then shit, I'll edit that out and that's fine. So I'm definitely not the main character. I think, well, what do you think? Because
I think it's Winthrop.
Oh, you think it's Winthrop? Go ahead.
I do. Only because he stands in front of the TV.
You're going for a very literal interpretation of this question.
He
but go
does
ahead.
not seem to understand that that people cannot see through him. My mom, do you have a saying for that? Like when you stand in front of somebody and they can't see through you?
Yeah, you make a better door than a window.
Oh, my mom would always say, what did she say? Like, either have you been drinking muddy water or your daddy wasn't a glass maker.
Well, I don't get the drinking muddy water.
Because then you can't see through them. Like it's like a glass with muddy water. I'm telling you, these are the things that I was raised with.
You people in the South, man, you
I
don't know how
know.
to talk is the bottom line.
You are from the South, friend.
No, I'm from Miami.
It's southern more than here.
Yeah, but it's northern more than here as well.
Okay. Anyway, yes. And then we'll be in a room and you will be talking and then he'll just start talking.
If he stops talking for like, I don't know, and I've got to have this internal timer in my head. How long after he has stopped talking am I allowed to talk? Maybe he is the main character because I got to make considerations about when I'm allowed to talk. I'm a 50 freaking some odd year old ass man, and I gotta wait on this little tiny creature to have permission to talk.
Yes.
That's like an essential human right, just to be able to talk, freedom of speech, and I don't even have that.
Right. Yes.
Okay, well,
We've solved this now.
Maybe he is. Yeah, the whole standing in front of the TV thing. I think he does know that he's doing it, and he's just doing it to get attention.
I don't think so. I think he gets distracted by what's on the TV and then doesn't think about it. Because as soon as you say his name, he moves over. I just think he's not, like, he's just still being a little bit, like, egocentric, which is developmentally totally normal or typical for kids as they're growing up. But he is now at the age where he should start to develop this awareness of where he is in space and time. And I don't know that he cares so much right now.
Were you the main character in your family growing up?
Yes, maybe because I was the youngest and I was my mom's only girl. I mean, my dad had a daughter, my half sister, and my mom had 2 boys, but I was the youngest significantly by 14 to 18 years. So nobody really lived with us until my nephew was born. So maybe that way, but then also, you know, I had a very, you know, sick brother and we were in and out of the hospital a lot. And so there were other priorities than me at that time. So my brother probably would tell you that I thought that I was, but I don't think that I was.
Oh, I have no doubt that you thought that you were. No,
Yeah, but I don't think I was.
I feel like that might be genetic.
Okay. Fair enough.
Who's the main character in your family, listeners? Is it the youngest child? Let us know. familiarwilsons@gmail.com. It's time for some Fessholes. These are anonymous confessions online from an account called Fesshole. Here we go. Tell me what you think about this one. When I was younger, I watched an episode of The Simpsons where Homer ate a bunch of tulips. The scene made them look so tasty. So you can guess where this is going. I took one out of my neighbor's garden and bit the head off of it. It tasted disgusting and had an earwig inside.
Gross. But also, why was Homer Simpson eating tulips?
That's your question for this?
Well, why is Homer Simpson our role model?
Well, why would you look at a cartoon tulip and think that that made regular tulips appetizing? But also, have you ever eaten a bug?
Not intentionally. I mean, if I swallowed one, I don't, like they say that you swallow something like hundreds of bugs and spiders in your lifetime while you're sleeping.
I think that is a subconscious fear that I have baseline throughout all of my life is swallowing a bug or eating a fly. Yeah. I am currently growing a sprig of spring onions.
Not a sprig, friend. It's taken over. You have a forest of spring onions coming out of that planter right now.
Which, by the way, super easy to do. I kind of discovered by accident that, these spring onions, they don't go off as quickly as other veg goes off in the fridge. It's because the roots are still on.
I was going to say, they come with their own roots.
Yeah. So I'm like, what would happen if I planted these? So what I did is I took 3 bunches that were going to go bad. Yeah. And I said, okay, whatever. I'm going to stick them in this planter. And they are just gangbusters.
Yeah, I had already planted wildflower seeds in that planter, so...
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
That'll be fun. So anyway, they are growing. It's like a house of fire, these things. And so I'll go out and I'll cut the tops off them and put them in a salad or put them in whatever. But when you cut the pointed end tops off them, all of a sudden it's just like a tube.
Yeah.
And I was thinking this morning, oh shit, like bugs can crawl in that tube.
Yeah.
And then I cut them off and I eat the bugs, and I haven't been considering that.
Do you not wash them?
I wash them, but I don't run water through the straw.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I've told the story about eating a double Whopper on the highway and biting into something that tasted. I don't know if it was a roach. I felt like it was a grub.
Okay.
Because it was soft and it burst in my mouth.
Nope. We're all done with that story.
So I have just this genuine background fear of 2 things in my life: eating a bug and snakes.
Yeah. Oh, remember all the snakes we saw in St. Augustine last week? Like, we just walked past a guy with 5 snakes on the street.
That's so stupid. Why would you do that?
Well, I think he was wanting people to pay him money to take pictures with the snakes.
No, get out of here with that.
Did you see them as you were walking up to them?
Yeah, I did. And I walked around them. You didn't see me? No, I hate that. No, that's the worst. Let's talk about something else. Awful. I'm not yes-anding snakes.
Let's talk about you consuming a grub.
Yeah. Next. A customer left a really nice leather jacket in my pub, made no effort to see if it was in lost property. I was in the bank, and when I got to the window, the teller gave me funny looks and commented on my jacket and how he used to have one. I smiled and walked out. He knew.
Well, then, Joker, come get your jacket. Well, how do you know? Did it have his name embroidered on it? How did he know it was exactly his?
I mean, it could have been a very particular leather jacket.
Like a custom-made thing?
Yeah.
All right.
What would you have done? Would you have just said, give me my jacket, give me my jacket?
I'm like, it's interesting. I had one and I couldn't find it. Where did you get that? Oh, yeah, no, I think that's mine. And then how do you prove it?
Yeah, I don't know.
So you don't know.
Yeah, well, okay. Next. Whenever I'm grating Parmesan on my dinner, I grate it all over the dog as well, like it's raining cheese. He absolutely fucking loves it.
You should try that with our dog, but also for whatever reason.
Wait. Can you imagine, you've seen those slow motion commercials of people running in the rain?
Yes.
Now substitute a dog and Parmesan cheese.
The dog already smells like Fritos. I don't need to have him smell like funky cheese too. But honestly, when you said whenever I grate Parmesan cheese on and then you said dinner,
yeah,
I really thought you were going to say a different D word. Like, it went totally somewhere else in my head.
Oh, that gives whole new meaning to the term dick cheese.
Yeah, I know, right? Ugh.
Oh God!
And you know how when you can get a whole narrative in your head in a split second. There was a whole story behind that.
Go ahead.
And I don't know. I just pictured him standing in the kitchen with it out, and then the grater above it, and just and then
Okay, first of all, it would be in the kitchen. I'd be in the closet or in the bathroom or something with shame. This is like a fetish that I would not want the world to know.
Somebody would have to consume it. He's not able to reach it.
Well, also, I am not having a cheese grater anywhere near.
That's fair enough.
I mean, industrial accidents happen, my friend.
I mean, have you ever zipped it up with a zipper?
I have not. First of all, it's not that you zip it up; it's that you catch a little
I know.
little sack happening.
I know.
No,
And-
I have not because I wear underwear.
Okay.
That's what underwear is for. It's a shield against that kind of accident.
Could you imagine how much worse a grater would be?
Well, yes, I can imagine it, and I'm literally inside. I'm just imploding just thinking about it.
All right, move on to your next Fesshole.
Last one. I was nervous about doing a presentation at work, so I went to the pub at lunch and had a few pints to calm the nerves.
Not a good idea.
I then smashed the presentation. I was confident and funny. Problem is, I've been asked to repeat it for all of our branches, and I'm concerned I'll turn into an alcoholic. Friend, I think you're already an alcoholic.
Right. If you're leaving work in the afternoon to go and do this, you might be. So, my work, does your work have a policy about drinking during work hours?
You know what? I've never had to look this up, but yes, I assume that they do because I think most of them do.
So my work has one, and it's not that you can't drink like at lunch. It's that you cannot return to work inebriated.
Well, how are they testing that?
So then it's like you got to know your own limit. I've never done it. I've never, ever done it. But the thing is, I guess, like when you go out for a work lunch or with visiting people or whatever, that it's not allowed. It's just you can't return inebriated.
Oh, see, I have never in my adult life done that. I would be scared to death.
Yes.
To do that. Even if there wasn't a policy, I'm so freaking uptight and stitched up. I would be mortified to think that I might say something inappropriate.
Yeah.
Hell, I wander around even now afraid that I'm just going to let slip with a curse word at work.
And you're stone cold sober.
It's in my everyday parlance, not
Yeah.
at work, right? But I can't be saying it in front of the people that I serve. And so that would be a big issue.
So that's one of the things when you're teaching, right? Is that you can't, obviously you cannot use curse words in front of children or students if they're older. But it would amaze me the people that I taught with their ability to code switch, because they would be happy kindergarten teacher and then walk into the teacher's office and then curse like a sailor and turn around and walk back out and switch back. So it's definitely a skill set.
But you weren't like that, or you were?
I didn't really curse very much until you and I got married. So, and I was only teaching for 2 years when you and I got married, and then I went out of the classroom.
Yeah,
so.
There you go. All right, well, that was our festivals. Let's skip merrily along to
Emails.
We asked last week, what do you do to keep your children occupied when you travel? And Josh Scar got in touch, and he said that they just bought a van. Oh, it doesn't say just. It says they bought a van with the DVD player to keep the kiddos occupied and as quiet as possible on road trips. We made the 18-hour drive from Rockford to upstate New York several times in this van, and it's been a lifesaver. We had that for a while.
And we had the portable
portable
DVD
one,
players, right? When Muffy was little, maybe 2, we would drive to my mom's frequently. At Marriage 1.0, and my mom lived 2 hours away, so it's 4 hours back and forth in the car. We had little DVD players, and she was super into Barney, which I tried very hard to not introduce to her. My mom did, and she loved it with her whole heart. And we only had one DVD, and it was a Barney DVD. We got stuck in traffic and sat there for 5 hours just because of the road was closed and it was really bad. And we watched that damn Barney video so many times to where she started saying no and crying when we put it on. So please make sure you have, if you're going to use the DVD player option, make sure you have plenty of DVDs.
But Muffy growing up, though, really loved and took comfort in repetitive things.
Well, I mean, that's an anxiety coping skill.
So
right?
the nighttime music, every single night, the same damn songs had to be on, and I grew to hate Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
The What a Wonderful World, Somewhere Over the Rainbow mashup by Brother Is.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Oh my God, I have
because it was just on repeat. It wasn't like it was other songs on that.
Wait,
album.
there was also, wasn't there
the Nat King Cole Christmas album?
Yes. Oh,
you can't listen to chestnuts roasting on an open fire, and that used to be my favorite Christmas song.
Yeah. Nope.
But it is a thing. That's why I fall asleep listening to Friends every night. There is something, there's studies about it, how familiar text or familiar media consumption is most definitely an anxiety manifestation that helps you control it.
Yes,
because
but
you
you
know what's
had
coming.
like what 7 or 9 seasons 10 seasons of Friends to choose from instead of just one song.
It worked.
It worked until it didn't. Remember, just one day she was just like, I don't want to hear the song anymore.
She can't listen to it now.
If you would like to reach out to us and let us know any little thing, familiarwilsons@gmail.com.
All right. We have not done a flashbacks in a while. So for those of you who are new, flashbacks is a quiz from the New York Times where they give you 8 historical events and you have to put them in chronological order or put them correctly on the timeline. So this week's flashbacks, we're going to do one anchoring event. And then you have to decide if these other ones come before or after. Josh makes it a little bit harder for himself because he tries to guess the actual year. All right, your first one, Josh, is Robert Cornelius takes one of the first photos of a human. It's of himself making it the first selfie.
Oh, that's cute. So that's definitely in the 1800s. So 1890.
1839.
Okay, so 1839 is our starting point. Robert Cornelius, the first selfie. Did he do duck lips?
Maybe.
All right, go ahead.
Steven Spielberg wants a complex musical score for the film Jaws. The composer, John Williams, picks a simpler 2-note theme. Can you do it?
Dun-dun.
Yes.
Yep. So Jaws, I would say, obviously it's after the first selfie. I'm going to say around 1979.
1975, the year of my birth.
Oh, very good. So 1975.
Yep, Jaws was the #1 film when I was born or something like that.
How appropriate.
Yes, you're awesome. Prohibition begins.
I think that should be your theme song now.
Dun,
Like,
dun,
dun,
dun.
Can you imagine?
Maybe you should make it for me when I start yelling about menopause, perimenopause. You can just have like the little theme song.
I just want you to, when you're starting to, I'm laying in the bed or whatever, you're starting to come upstairs, just put that on your phone so that I hear that first.
My football team in high school, they were not good, right? Like football was not our sport.
Yeah.
They always came onto the field to the Imperial March, and it was the most ridiculous thing because they thought they were so good and they were so bad.
I feel like at some point it should be compulsory to change your walk-on music depending on how good you or your team is.
Right.
So at some point during that season, they should have just chucked it and gone for the Benny Hill theme.
Right. Okay. Prohibition begins. Patients can still buy alcohol with a doctor's prescription. So whiskey is suddenly used to treat asthma, cancer, and simply old age.
Amen. All right, we're going to say 1920, Prohibition begins.
1920 exactly.
Bam. Excellent. Not excellent. Terrible idea. Go ahead.
Ruby Bridges, age 6, integrates a public school in New Orleans. The staff refuses to work with her except for one teacher who shows up every day for a year.
I'm letting myself down here. Well, clearly it's after 1920 and before 1975. So I'm going to say 1968.
1960.
Oh, 1960. Okay. Sorry, folks. I let you down. Go ahead.
All right. South Africa becomes the first country to voluntarily give up all of its nuclear weapons after developing them. It's also the only country to ever do so.
Oh, wow.
Nelson Mandela led that too.
Okay.
At least by this picture I see of him holding his hand up with some white dude.
Okay, so we're going to say that was like in 1985.
Okay. After Jaws. 1990.
Oh, okay. Well, good on them.
Yep.
Love that story.
Work starts on the Hoover Dam amid the Depression. Board workers need to have fun too, so Las Vegas expands its newly legal casino industry.
All right, so we're going to say between 1920 and 1960, so we're going to say 1924.
1931. You're six for six so far, sir.
This is where I get screwed up because you tell me how good I'm doing and then I fuck it for the rest of the time. So go ahead.
At the St. Louis World's Fair, Ernest...
Jesus.
What?
Like I know that at all. Go ahead.
Where the World's Fair in other countries are just here. I've only ever heard about them being in America.
I don't know, but I mean that would be so appropriate if
We thought we were the center of the world.
Right. I mean, we
already do.
the world champions of football and the world
Yeah.
champions of basketball.
Yeah.
Not, but whatever.
Yeah. All right. At the St. Louis World Fair, Ernest Hamwi, Hamwi, sells Persian waffles. He folds one to hold a dessert from a nearby booth, popularizing the ice cream cone.
Oh, okay. Well, that's going to be in between 1839 and 1920, so I'm going to say 1906.
1904.
Jeez, bam.
All right, 2 more. You ready?
Ice cream cone invented. I'm writing these down so that I never forget these facts ever in my life.
Okay. William Morrison builds the first successful electric cars in America. Meanwhile, President Benjamin Harrison brings electricity to the White House.
Wait, what?
William Morrison builds the
No,
first
I heard you.
successful electric car.
But you're saying that electric cars were way back then?
Way before Elon.
I thought that Elon invented or stole the invention of.
Right.
All right. So, electric cars. Jeez, I have no freaking idea.
Well, when was Benjamin Harrison president? Because I also don't know that.
That's helpful. This is gonna suck because this is all like we're all clustered between 1839 and like 1960. We got all these things close together.
Yeah. Usually we do like some BCEs and stuff. None of those.
All right. So I'm gonna say 1850.
1891. You're still correct on your timeline. All right, last one. Ready? Can you go for a clean sweep?
Go ahead.
Massachusetts becomes the first state to require smallpox vaccines for the general public. Amid opposition, it's later one of the first to repeal its mandate. Cool. Guys, go get your vaccines.
Oh, God. See, I'm screwed here. I'm screwed. I don't know, dude.
Let me show you the picture of the doctor giving the kid the vaccine. That might help you.
All right, go ahead. Is it in color or black and white?
It's an illustration.
Well, that's not at all helpful.
It looks like Thomas Jefferson-ish. I realize it's later than that, though. Probably.
All right, I'm going to say, I don't know why 1916 popped into my head.
Okay.
But 1916.
So between the World's Fair and Prohibition?
Yep.
1820.
Ooh, okay.
So 7 out of 8. Good job.
Yep. And so along with this usually comes little explanations as to why they picked these particular questions. So what facts can you lay on us?
Electric vehicles died a century ago. Why? Battery-operated vehicles were a mainstay more than 100 years ago, but only a few still exist. One happens to be in Jay Leno's garage. Okay, but why?
Wait, they were a mainstay?
Yeah, more than a century before Tesla rolled out its first cars, the Baker Electric Coupe and the Riker Electric Roadster rumbled down American streets. Battery-powered cars were so popular that, for a time, about a third of New York taxis were electric. But those early electric vehicles began to lose ground to a new class of cars like the Ford Model T that were cheaper and could be more easily refueled by a new oil-based fuel. There you go. Bolstered by federal tax incentives in the 1920s, the oil industry boomed, and so did gasoline-powered cars, and it killed the environment.
Yay!
All right, what else? Maybe something about people taking selfies are causing headaches for Europe's museums. Got it. 10 of the world's most alluring speakeasies. I've only been to one speakeasy, and it was insane. Have you ever been to a speakeasy?
I don't think so.
We should do that. I did that in Austin when I was for a work trip. It was crazy. Las Vegas casinos are now sun-powered.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
No one likes to be told what to do.
And now is the time in the program where we tell you what to do. Amanda, what should we do?
Okay, so Muffy brought this show to us, and she said she had heard about it. We started watching this show called Jury Duty. It was made in 2023. I think it's on Amazon Prime, but it's this show where everybody involved are actors except the one guy, right? And it's kind of like the Truman Show, but for real life. And he's on a jury. And I know it's hard for you, Josh, because you feel really bad for the guy. I think it turned out fine for him. Like he got a TV deal or something out of it. I think he's okay. He's a really nice guy too, which is like, how did they guarantee that this guy wasn't going to just be a complete asshole? But anyway, it's funny. It's like The Office with the way they do like the documentary style. But anyway, if you're interested, go check out Jury Duty on Amazon Prime.
I just feel bad for him. because like he was the main character. He didn't know he was, and he was just getting pranked. And I'm just super uncomfortable
But
with
you
that.
watched the show.
I did watch the show, and it had certain things that were funny, but in the back of my mind, I was thinking, if this happened to me, I would be freaking livid. I would be so pissed.
Well, he wound up being okay out of it all.
Okay, well, there
What do
you
you
go.
recommend?
I don't have any recommendations.
I just saw on your notes Sausage Ball King. I had forgotten about that. Do you want to recommend sausage balls?
Only if you put a little grated Parmesan on the sausage balls.
Oh, way to bring it all back together.
All right, Amanda, that's all there is. There is no more. What'd you think of that mess?
I mean, it's a mess, but it's our mess, and I love you.
Okay.
I'm going to keep telling you I love you so Tom feels okay about us.
Today's episode has been kindly brought to you by Matt, the executive cheesemonger, Leo, the master whey whisperer, Josh Scar, the head of Brine Affairs, Antonio, the lead Rhine sculptor, Danny Buckets, Ladle Logistics and Forklift Ballet, Chicken Tom, Barnyard Security and Mood Stabilizer, Monique from Germany, Fermentation Culture Ambassador, EU Division, Refined Gay Jeff, Sensory Experience Curator, Mark and Rachel, Mold Control and Public Relations, and Dan and Gavin, the apprentice cheese smellers and cheese agers. Special thanks to the cow named Louise. All right, folks, so until next week, y'all take it easy and embrace that background character energy. It's good just to sit back and watch things happen.
And go be kind.
All right, bye.
Bye.
No chickens were harmed during the production of this episode, except emotionally.